Alright guys, so we just got home. Now it's going to be pretty hard to show you since my camera doesn't do too good at night. Obviously you could see. So I'm going to have to show you guys tomorrow morning, or tomorrow in the day when I get a chance. That way you guys can actually see this thing in the daylight. Now that I have a little bit of daylight, I can show you guys the rest of the shell and what it looks like. And what blows my mind is the fact that it's not for a 720, or I should say a King Cab 720. It blows my mind how well it fits. So I'm trying to figure out what truck this is for. I don't know, maybe it could be for like a Ranger or something. But if you look over here, this is how it flows with the side of the bed. You can see it's right there. Then you come on this side, same thing right there. And then if we look at this angle and the cab angle, they're pretty much right there. You can see it's not like the angle of the truck is, it's got more inclination, or the camper shell, because I've seen some shells where they line up in the bottom, but the cab of the truck sticks out 1 inch on the top more than the cab or the camper shell, so it kind of just looks weird. But it flows, and then if I stand back and you look at the roof, look at that. It's pretty much right there, and it has the same radius as the roof. If you look at the roof, it has a radius, and then if we match this up with this, you can see how it flows. You can try to zoom in. There's a top view. And then the angle is very close, but someone already tried to cut and make this fit, which is the reason why I think it kind of fits. I think from factory it was more of an angle, since the King Cab 720s, they have a 10-degree angle right here on the cab. Single cabs have a 4-degree angle. So I think this had more, maybe like a 12 or a 14 or even a 15-degree angle, and someone cut the top back down for it to match better. It's just weird to me that the person I got it from, they didn't have it on a 720. They had it on a hard body, so they didn't trim it to fit their hard body because they had it on a single cab, which is pretty much no angle on the hard bodies. But it's weird because if you look, let's just call it there, right? It's almost there, or let's just call it a finger thickness off right here on the front, right? We come to the back, and it's nowhere near close. So even if I put my finger in there, it's still off by pretty much like 1.5 inches, which is what's confusing me is why does everything fit so good except for that? If I could find some stamps or something on this to figure out what kind of shell this is from, because if it is, then I could just tell you guys and you guys can go buy one and cut it and modify it like we're going to do to this one. The plan's going to be to shape this the way we want it to flow with the cab, make it share the same angle, and then bring it in to where we want it. As far as the inside, we're going to do some pretty neat stuff in here. My dad wants to put a big booming sound system in here, so that's also what we're going to do. He's going to have his sound system in the bed. That's the main reason he wanted camper shells, to put his sound system in the back, since he doesn't want to, doors locked, he doesn't want to ruin his nice interior since it's all original. He doesn't want to ruin it, which I totally get. I can't wrap my head around how good this camper shell fits for not even being for this truck, because usually if they're made for a certain truck, then that's the truck that they fit on, and that's it. And if you look back there, there is a Ranger, a King Cab Ranger, my neighbor's, which also has what looks to be a similar slope to the King Cab 720s. So we went over there, we measured, and it's not even close to what this camper shell is. So it's not for a Ranger, so I don't know what it could be for. But yeah, I like it because if you look at it, some shells go almost straight up, and this one has a nice little slope inwards, which I like. I like the way it looks. We're also going to be taking off all the windows, getting all these trims all polished up, having them be like the wheels, essentially, like a mirror finish. So all the trims are going to be either chromed or polished. They're all aluminum though, so polishing obviously. I'm honestly super excited to get my dad's truck going because I know he loves driving this thing, and now that we got a shell for it, now it's just one more thing we could do to it. Paint this, make it match, do a whole sound system, do a bunch of crazy stuff inside, so we're gonna have fun with it obviously. I also want to give a massive shout out to Jacob for hitting me up, since he is the one that sold it to me. So if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had this shell. That's going to complete this video. I hope you guys are excited for this camper shell and hopefully seeing us fix it up and see how we do it, because I know there's a lot of people out there who want camper shells now, since it was a thing back in the day and it's becoming popular once again. So I know that it's pretty hard to get your hands on a camper shell that fits right. So a lot of people are getting camper shells that don't even fit nowhere near their trucks. They're getting full-size camper shells and cutting them in half and doing all this crazy stuff just to make them fit on their mini truck. So hopefully, if that's one of you guys, maybe watching the videos can kind of help you or give you some ideas on fixing up a camper shell and making it fit on your truck, even if it's not meant for your truck. I hope you guys are excited, and with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.